Hello and welcome. Today we've got Smitty, a music producer, and today we are going to be discussing XRP, blockchain, the banking system, NFTs, and the currency revaluation and the Great Awakening. Now, just before we begin, you can subscribe to our Telegram channels and to nicholasveniamin.com for my free email updates. And if you're watching this for the first time on YouTube, I will leave the link below in the description for the full interview. Unless, of course, myself and Smitty can choose our words wisely due to the insane censorship that's happening right now. Smitty, Thank you for joining me, sir. How are you and what have you been up to?
Man, I am doing excellent, Nicholas. It's really great to be back with you. You look great, by the way. Man, I've been working hard, just making music, and I've been kind of working on this new cryptocurrency thing, working on NFTs, and just excited about the future, and really excited for people who are going to hear this show and get some really important information that's necessary in order for them to evolve with us into 5D.
Excellent. So I want to ask you, why do you think XRP is going to be or is the gold standard?
Okay. Yeah, no, it's a great question. For a lot of people who don't know, XRP is a utility token. It's basically a cryptocurrency, but more than that, it's decentralized. So that means it's not controlled by the central bank. Our current banking system is done by SWIFT. And SWIFT is how they transfer money offshore payments between countries and XYZ. SWIFT is basically the technology they use now. It's really out of date. It's easily hackable, and it can take days and even weeks, and it's very costly and ineffective. So it's not going to make it into 5D. XRP is an unhackable blockchain technology which replaces the SWIFT banking system. Okay, payments settled in seconds, no fees, it's eco-friendly. And this is basically created by the same folks, well, not the same folks, but there are some hands who created Bitcoin. And Bitcoin was supposed to be just a tester, you know what I mean? They're testing the blockchain technology. It turned out to be what we know as people are very wealthy off of it, but Bitcoin has been taken over and used by a lot of the cabal and the deep state assets. It's also not eco-friendly. It uses 90 times the energy that an XRP transaction would use, and it may be even more than that. Bitcoin is also used in many different schemes, human trafficking, money laundering, things of that nature. So XRP is basically it's going to replace what Bitcoin is now, and it's a utility. They talk about that this is the Great Reset, and really what's happening is the Great Awakening. I want to say a little bit about revaluation. So the reason why revaluation hasn't happened yet is because the cabal and many sleeper cell assets still have truckloads of money, of dinar, and money that if it gets revalued, then all they're going to do is just line their pockets again, and then their operation will be up and running. So what XRP does is it comes in, and it's it's a blockchain technology. Now, blockchain technology is basically a code that's so complex and so long that even computers can't compute how to hack it. So that's why it can, you can control who has money and who doesn't have money. So if we know that somebody is a black hat or a part of the cabal, then hey, their funds can be frozen, and then they won't have any access to funds. So it's actually a really good technology. I want people to understand that XRP is not controlled by bull and bear markets. Now, bull market is when a coin is pumping up and the numbers are going up. The value of the coin is going up. A bear market is where we're kind of stagnant. Maybe the coin is losing value, XYZ. XRP has nothing to do with that. A lot of people do trade XRP on a daily basis, but XRP is going to replace our entire banking system as we know it. Mm-hmm. And it's basically, if you own XRP or hold it, you are the bank. Now, the other thing I would tell people is that there is a lot going on with these mem coins. And XRP is a utility token. So there's a big difference between utility and mem, okay? Mem coins serve no purpose at all. They serve no utility. They don't make a payment faster. They're not eco-friendly. They're basically used, a lot of them, for Ponzi schemes. So, people create the coin and then they get a whole bunch of people to invest and then they dump it, meaning they sell it quickly. And next thing you know, there's tons of broke holders. So I would tell people, really research what you're investing into when it comes to cryptocurrency. Make sure that you're investing in utilities. And if you're going to do the day-to-day market trade, then yeah, maybe do a few mem coins, but or meme. I don't know how to say it. Also understand that a lot of these mem coins, they're built on Ethereum and Bitcoin. Okay, so they're built off of their ledgers, and the deep state uses them to enrich themselves. And like I said, they don't solve any real world issues. Okay, utility coins, energy efficient, decentralized, unhackable blockchain, and when they say hit the switch, what's going to happen is you're going to see the value of these utility coins is going to instantly go to the moon. And when I say to the moon, you're going to see 30,000% pump. You're going to see something that you've never seen. And people are going to be scratching their heads because a lot of people are sold on Bitcoin, Ethereum, and these meme coins and whatnot, and they don't understand what's going on. Now, just to give a little bit more background, I want to talk about Ripple because Ripple is the company, all right? Ripple and XRP are not the same thing. Ripple is the company that developed the technology for XRP, okay? And right now, they're in court with the SEC. But the guy who's got them in court, Gary, whatever his name is, he was also the CFO for Hillary Clinton's campaign while she was spying on the president and controlled those funds. So this is big. The court case is basically about whether XRP is a security or is it a cryptocurrency. That's the big debate. XRP is going to win the case. Really, it's just a smokescreen right now because they're setting up, or they may have already set up, the entire new banking system. So right now, XRP is very affordable, and it's an opportunity for people to buy, okay? And really, the other thing you have to understand is the reason why Ripple was taken to court is because a lot of the folks who are going against XRP right now have their interests embedded into like Bitcoin, Ethereum, and because of XRP's superior technology, it threatens Bitcoin and Ethereum. Now, I've heard a lot of other chatter online about possibly there's a huge dam called the Three Gorges Dam in China, and something about when that dam collapses that, a lot of Bitcoin is going to go offline because there's tons of mining going on over there by the CCP. So right now, China has had probably their biggest rain season and the most flooding that they've had in 100 years, and they're saying that the dam is already flooding right now. So when that dam collapses, they're saying, that will be the total takedown of Bitcoin. And I truly believe that, and this is just my opinion, but from the research and from my sources and my information, that Bitcoin will no longer exist, along with many, many meme tokens and coins that have no purpose. Because moving on in 5D, we have to have a banking system that can't be hacked, because that was part of the problem. This is why humanity has been enslaved for so long, is this horrible banking system run by the central bank, and where they install their bank and then they loan countries money with interest and cause debt. So there's no way for anyone to ever get out of debt. So with this new system in place, people can rack up on XRP right now. And let's say, my personal prediction is that XRP will not be a 5-digit token. It's going to be 6 digits, and eventually it may even be 7 digits. Now, there's another technology called XLM, in which folks from Ripple left and went and created a company called Stellar. And Stellar created XLM, which is similar technology to Ripple, to XRP. And basically, XLM is going to be the token for the people, and XRP will be used by the institutions, by the banks. So what I'm saying now is, if you want to move into 5D and be the bank, get you some XRP and just hold it. Just hold it until they hit the switch. This is all part of the show. This is part of taking money out of the bad people's hands and giving it back to the humanitarians. Mm-hmm. And if you follow the XRP community, we are humanitarians. We will change the world. We are going to make sure everybody has, clothing, housing, food, adequate ability to sustain life here on the planet moving forward into 5D. So, I'm really excited about this stuff. And now, did you have any questions that you wanted to ask?
I do, but okay. I'm listening to you. I'm just taking notes down, and it's up to you. We could just wait till the end.
No, I'm ready.
Yeah, I was gonna say, okay. So how is it gonna, when you say XRP is going, we are gonna be the bank? Can you explain what do you mean by that? I mean, are the banks going to inherit the coin of XRP, or is it a system where we have an account with ourselves and we will have XRP? And how does that work?
So this is how it's going to work. The way that things are going to work is institutions, the banks, when they hit the switch, or when they go public with the switch from the SWIFT banking system to the new blockchain, the quantum financial system, okay, these coins are going to have immense value. Now, the governments might try to buy them back. So there is a possibility that they're going to try to buy them back at a price. I've heard 37,500 a coin. I've heard 100,000 a coin. There's a lot of stuff going on in the channels of information. So you really have to just keep your ears open. But the best way to be the bank is to take your crypto and put it in what's called a cold wallet or a hard wallet. Now, Ledger makes a great wallet. Look them up, Ledger. They make the Nano S, which holds up to 3 cryptocurrencies, and the Nano X, which holds up to 150 currencies. And both of these wallets are super protected and they're offline. So if they try to take your XRP or to take your money, you store it in your cold wallet, and essentially you are a bank, if that makes any sense. Now, a cold wallet is basically a thumb drive. It plugs up into your computer, and there's tons and tons of passcodes and words and phrases, but it downloads all of your host of your whole portfolio is protected and encrypted on that drive. So it's impossible for somebody to take it. Even if they had the drive, they'd have to know the combination, and only you know that. And see, I got my Ledger, and somehow it ended up, I don't know, I think I dropped it in a swamp somewhere, who knows what happened to it.
Okay, great. So how about the switch? When do you think it will all happen?
Man, I've been thinking this is going to happen.
It's $1 million question, right?
Every day I'm like, the switch is happening today. You know what? Whenever they switch that switch on, and the switch may have already been hit. It's just not been publicized. Like, the public doesn't know it yet. So you still have time. That's the thing. Now, I think it could happen directly after the SEC lawsuit with Ripple is settled. Okay. So, and I see that happening maybe in March. There's a couple of good people you can follow. Jeremy Hogan, he's an attorney. He's very, very high up on XRP and all that. And then John E. Deaton Law Offices, they do a great job as well. And I've got a couple of different friends online who really bring the information. So, I mean, you really just have to, get online and do your own research. You don't have to take my word for it. I'm not a financial advisor. I don't give financial advice, but I am very, very, very adamant and excited about this technology and about XRP. And I learned about this stuff like 2 or 3 years ago, and I have never sold a token. I'm just holding it. This is not something like, I'm going to day trade. No, this is like you're holding your bank, So like I said, if you want to be the bank, make sure you get a cold wallet or a hard wallet and store your crypto on there. That's the number one thing, because at some point they may come after your cryptocurrency. And the reason why is because, I mean, that's a lot of money and a lot of power for one person to have. You know what I mean?
Absolutely. So you mentioned the SCC lawsuit that you think may be complete by March.
Yep.
What information do you have in respect to its process so far? How it, or should I say the progress? Sorry.
Well, it's really there hasn't been any progress because, you're looking, I don't want to call it a corrupt system, but the entire system is just totally, it's totally corrupt.
Mm.
Yeah. So there is no real due process going on. So we're just going to have to see what happens. However, Ripple has probably the best set of attorneys on the case, and they have the truth on their side. And then also the wrongdoings of the people on the opposite side. As I stated, the guy who's heading up the case is he's a total whack job. And he was the CFO, the chief financial officer for Hillary Clinton, and may have, my sources tell me that he may have made the transactions for the fake dossier and to order the servers in Trump Tower to be spied on, by Hillary. So, I mean, it's a mess. Now, as far as Ripple goes, they've been asking for clarity for over 8 years on whether or not they're a security or a crypto. And from their understanding, their stance is like, hey, nobody told us anything. And, we were told everything is okay. Also, if you were to say XRP was a security, then that would mean that Bitcoin's a security, Ethereum's a security, and all these meme tokens are securities. You know what I mean? Because the actual definition of a security is money that you invest in to get a return. And that's not what XRP is. XRP is a utility. You just happen to be smart enough to be up on the technology and you buy it, then, hey, you just got lucky. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
That's really what it is.
Are some stores and shops or online for buying, are they any of them accepting XRP? If you're aware of.
I'm definitely aware. Yes. I don't have a list in front of me, but yeah, there's definitely places that accept XRP. And actually, my record label and distribution company, we're imminently announcing that we will be offering payment for royalties in cryptocurrency. We want to be the first record label distribution company to do that. So that way that artists can receive their funds how they want them, but they can receive them quickly. You try to send an XRP payment, it'll get there in 3 seconds, and it's eco-friendly, and it costs fractions of a penny to send a large lump sum of money.
And what's the name of your record label?
Oh, Sound Alive Records. Yes, sir.
Fantastic.
Yep,
Great.
Sound Alive Records.
And what kind of music do you produce?
I produce hip hop music. I produce dance music. I produce R&B, and our label distributes all kinds of music, from jazz to rock to pop. We even distributed country music. So, I mean, I'm involved in all that. And moving forward, the next thing I would want to mention is NFTs, which are non-fungible tokens, and basically taking a crypto coin, right, and taking the value of a cryptocurrency and placing that value on a piece of art, music, an asset, and then reselling it or selling it. Now, the reason why this is so important is because this kind of eliminates us having this system where, before we came, there were a bunch of record labels and they were just basically stealing money from their artists. Now, it's up to the artist to actually read your contract, hire an attorney, but a lot of people don't have the money. They can't afford it. They can't afford to do that. So they end up breezing through the contract. They sign it. And they sign all their rights away. But what NFT does is it gives a value, an intrinsic value, a monetary value to say, like MP4 of you performing your song. That music, that art, that performance is now blockchained. Okay, it's got a crypto value to it. So if the market goes up, the value of your music goes up. If you sell it for, let's say I sell a beat for 10,000 XRP, and then one day that XRP is worth $10,000 a coin, well then, the value of your music can be priceless. And this is exactly what we want. We want artists, musicians, and creators to be able to hold value in what they do. The other thing about an NFT is anytime that an NFT is sold, the original owner or creator of the NFT is actually paid a percentage of that sale. So it can be sold 10,000 times and you get a little chunk out of every sale, even if the sale does not involve you. It could be other people, because people are crazy over these NFTs. They collect them like freaking, paintings. You know what I mean? It's one of those things.
Absolutely. How about Elon Musk? Where do you think he sits in all this?
Okay, so Elon is a very confusing guy. That's what I'm going to say.
Okay.
I think he's a good guy for most part. I know he's heavily involved in what's called like Dodge or Dogecoin. I hold a few of those. To me, it's just a meme token because it really doesn't. It's built off the Ethereum pipeline. It doesn't really have any. I'm not sure what utility use it has or what it even solves. You know what I mean? It's very confusing for me. I think Elon probably holds quite a bit of XRP secretly. He's just not going to say. You know what I mean? And a lot of people who do hold it are, they're very quiet about it because some people don't want people to know what they have, Mm-hmm. Now, I don't go around and say what I have or anything like that, but I will say what I'm adamant about and what I believe in and what I trust and what I know is the future, because you're going to see, we're all about to be future millionaires, billionaires, trillionaires, philanthropists, world changers, and there's so many projects. I did a tweet on Twitter like last week, and I said, who's going to change the world with me when XRP moons or whatever? And I got like probably 100 responses, man. And it's all people who are pledging to do beautiful things for humanity and for the people and for the animals of this planet. And that's exactly what we need, man. This is the transfer of wealth that they've been talking about. But now, like I just broke it down. I kind of gave you the factoids. I still want people to go and do their own research, though. Don't depend on me. Don't depend on any other source. Do your own research and find out. Really dig. A lot of my sources come directly from the mouth, from attorneys, from the technology creators themselves. They give it away. They give hints. They're not telling you exactly because they can't just give you everything, but they're letting you know, they're giving you a hint, and if the top guy from XRP is posting a Nano Ledger freaking hard wallet on his page and basically telling you, secure your assets now, then, something is happening and something they know that we don't know,
Absolutely. Well, we just have to wait and see what will happen. I'm very excited. I even have XRP. You've got to be in it to win it.
There you go.
Exactly. So, but Smitty, it's been fantastic speaking with you. Thank you so much for the update. Is there anything else that you'd like to say to the viewers before we finish?
Oh, man. Give me 1 second. Let's see. I got one little thing here. Yeah. Okay. NFTs. All right. So the last thing I want to say about these NFTs is that at Sound Alive Records, we are working on NFT prototypes right now. I'm going to release one on Friday through the XRP ledger. And we're not going to do our NFTs on any other ledger. And the reason why is I want the artists to know that we want their best interests at mind and that I want my art as well to be valuable, and to gain value. I want to do one shout out to Only X Punks. Okay. I hold their NFTs and they make some really bizarre, strange NFTs. They're kind of cartoonish. They look like 8-bit Nintendo games, honestly. But for some reason, these things sell for, I've seen them sell for hundreds of thousands of dollars. But I'm shouting them out because they're part of the XRP network. They're good people. And that's a good NFT to invest into if you're looking to get into NFTs and hold something with intrinsic value, that's art. So definitely, Only X Punks. Just Google it or throw the hashtag in there. They got some really funny, goofy looking NFTs. Like I can't say it. I don't want to get you banned or whatever. The other thing I wanted to say is that we all have to come together and we have to understand moving into 5D that there's going to be changes, but it's going to be changes for the better. But we all need to get educated. And, this is one of the things, it is your responsibility as a humanitarian to understand finance and to prepare yourself so that you can come into 5D and be ready for the humanitarian projects and all the people of the world that are going to need our help. Thank you again, Nicholas. I want to say, always, it's a pleasure being on your show. And make sure folks go to nicholasveniamin.com and subscribe to his BitChute, his YouTube, and follow him on Twitter. It's at Nick Veniamin. Okay.
Thank you.
And hey, that's my guy right here.
Smitty, how can people find you on Twitter?
Just at the real Smitty, or just type in Smitty XRP and whatever, or music, or Smitty producer, or produced by Smitty. You'll find me. And yeah, my DMs are always open. So, because I've met a lot of great people and a lot of great friends through crypto and through music. And, I just want to say shout out to everybody in the XRP family, the community, and everybody out there in the world. We're coming, and, just get ready and let's get ready for this world changing stuff that's about to happen.
God, amen. And God bless you. Thank you so much.
God bless you too.
Great. Thank you. Bye-bye.
Yes, sir.